What's going on, guys? It's your boy, Decoder, and welcome back to another episode of the Yugituber Ruling Quiz once again. With a favorite from Season 1, we got Gage, the one and only Nyhmnim, up in the booth. How you doing, buddy?
Incredible, bud. Let me tell you, Warrock Banking and Investment, happy to be a part of anything that the Distant Coder channel is willing to put out.
All right, sounds good. Well, with that being said, I would like to remind you that this time around, there are a little bit different rules. You actually get 2 lifelines this time around, and I'll explain them to you real briefly. The first lifeline that you get is you can ask the judge, that being me. You know, the green judge on DB, not a head judge or anything like that. I'm nothing special. You can ask the judge over here if you would like to ask me anything about, like, a reminder for something along the lines of, like, PSCT or something like that. The other lifeline you have access to is ask the Twitch chat. If you want to ask the Twitch chat, poll them on what they think the answer to the question is. You can use up your lifeline to ask the Twitch chat what you think their answer would be.
I get it that I will never use that second one because I don't think chat does anything. For the first one, I remember this being a constant thing I could ask you. You know what? If I need to clarify some older school rules or something like that, can I bounce it off you? Or am I limited to 1 this time? And I got to
this time around, you are limited to 1.
I can see why people are struggling.
A lot of people would have asked me, like last season, people would constantly ask me, how does the then conjunction work again? And I would just tell them for free. And no freebies this time around.
Well, I got it all down. I think I'm ready, up to scuff with the rules. Give me the first question, bro.
All right. With that being said, let's run it with question number 1. In this current game state, you control a Zoodiac Borbow that has a Zoodiac Thoroughblade as Xyz material. You have a Zoodiac Whiptail in your hand, and your opponent controls True Draco Heritage as well as True Draco Apocalypse. Here, your opponent is going to activate the effect of their True Draco Apocalypse, sending their True Draco Heritage to halve the attack of your Zoodiac Borbow. Afterwards, you're going to be using the effect of your Zoodiac Whiptail to attach itself to your Zoodiac Borbow as material. After the effect of the Zoodiac Whiptail resolves, what is the attack of the Zoodiac Borbow?
Understandable now that I think I got this really easy off the bat. So I'll go by my reasoning here. Borbow's original attack with a Thoroughblade underneath it, its current attack, would be 800 because half a Thoroughblade's 800. Now you're adding 12 off of Whiptail, I believe it is?
Whiptail is 1200 attack, yes.
Okay, and Apocalypse only does the current attack. And Apocalypse is already resolved, putting it at 8, and we're going to put the Whiptail underneath, and it's going to go up by an additional 12. Final answer, 2000 attack.
Final answer, 2000 attack. Gage, I don't know how to tell you this, bud. You're wrong. The actual answer here is going to be 800, and the reason why, when you have an effect that sets a specific monster's attack to half, it freezes it at that value, and nothing other than an effect which specifically makes the monster gain attack as a lingering effect would make the attack go up. Here, after you apply the True Draco Apocalypse, Zoodiac Borbow's continuous effect no longer has any control over its own attack. So any amount of other monsters that you attach to it as material won't continue to make the Zoodiac Borbow's attack go up or down, because once the Apocalypse has applied, the only thing that is determining what the attack of the Borbow is the effect of the True Draco Apocalypse here.
Man, see, back in the day, I'd probably have to worry about its stats, but realistically, that Borbow's getting thrown into a Zeus. So let's be real here. I'll take the 1 off. That's okay. Give me the question 2. I'll get this off my screen. I'm already embarrassed.
It's all good, bro. You got 7 questions to go with 2 lifelines. It's a lot of game to play. Are you ready to get into question number 2?
Throw it up, bro. Let's do it.
All right, let's run it with question number 2. So here, your opponent controls a Baboon. I'm sure you know what this does back in the old days of Battle Foes. And you control a Zoodiac Chuckanine with a Zoodiac Whiptail as Xyz material. Here, you're going to go into the battle phase, and you're going to declare an attack with your Chuckanine over your opponent's Baboon. Here, your opponent's Baboon is going to be determined to be destroyed by battle here, and is going to be banished by the effect of the Zoodiac Chuckanine after damage calculation due to the effect of the Zoodiac Whiptail. At this point, can you activate the effect of the Baboon?
Is card destroyed by battle or card effect? Oh my god, dude. Go over Whiptail for me. Let me read it with them.
Yes, sir. So Whiptail says, if this card battles an opponent's monster, after damage calculation, banish that opponent's monster.
I think that's interesting.
Do you know your damage step, Gage?
Vaguely, bro. Rush recklessly during damage step. I know you can only use things that negate activation. I know you can only use things that stat modify. I'm gonna go with my gut for this one. I'm gonna assume. I don't want to use that word assume even because that makes me sound dumb.
What does your gut say?
My gut says you can't use Baboon's effect.
All right. Are we going with the gut?
Yep, we're going with the gut. Can't use it.
Final answer?
Final answer. Lock it in.
Well, Gage, you are correct. The effect of the Bow Baboon here cannot be used for the exact reason that you specified. I'll go into a little bit more detail here. So you have 5 sub-steps in the damage step, and the last 3 are perform damage calc, after damage calc, and end of damage step. So the way it'll work here is that during perform damage calculation, you determine which monster will be destroyed by battle, and you apply the life point loss to whatever player is going to need to take any life point damage. However, the monster isn't treated as being actually destroyed and sent to the graveyard until the end of the damage step. However, the Whiptail banishes it after damage calculation, meaning that it's banished before the moment at which it would be destroyed and sent to the graveyard. Therefore, it is not treated as being destroyed by battle. 1 for 2 so far. How you feeling?
I didn't know the first one, bro. I wouldn't be too surprised if I didn't know anything. I don't know, man. This one seemed pretty easy though. Like compared to the last one, this is a gimme.
That being said, are you ready to get into question number 3, bud?
Ready as I'll ever be, bro. Throw it up.
All right, let's run it with question number 3. So here you control a Zoodiac Tiger Mortar and a Zoodiac Chakanine. Your Tiger Mortar has a Ram attached to it as material, and you have a Bunny Blast in your graveyard. Your opponent has a set Book of Moon. Here in this instance, you're going to be activating the effect of Zoodiac Tiger Mortar by targeting your Chakanine and the Bunny Blast that is in your graveyard to attempt to attach the Bunny Blast as Xyz material to your Chakanine. Your opponent is then going to chain Book of Moon, targeting your Zoodiac Chakanine. The question here, how is the effect of Zoodiac Tiger Mortar going to resolve?
Oh, God, interesting. Materials can be attached to face-down monsters. You could always flip them. I guess the question is, will it still slide underneath there, even if the card gets flipped down?
You have located the question. Good job.
It doesn't need to remember it's a Zoodiac. It's just targeting an XYZ. Oh, shit.
Run me through your thought process here.
So my thought process is when you book a moon, the XYZ monster face down, right? You have to attach a material to an XYZ monster. And I hate using the phrase, does the game recognize, like, remember it's a face down monster, a face down XYZ monster specifically? Because if it's not, I can't attach material to it. Oh, keyword that I missed, I think. To that XYZ material, monster as material. Very last sense there, actually. Since it's flip face down, I can't tell that card specifically is XYZ. That's it. No, it will resolve without effect. It will not be able to attach the monster from the bin.
Final answer?
Final answer. Lock it in.
Gage, you absolutely clutch it in the end. You are correct. I
almost missed it. I read it again.
Very important word. That Xyz monster is the wording on Tiger Mortar. And if the monster is flip face down, it is no longer that Xyz monster. Good job for catching that. Excellent work. And you are correct. Currently 2 for 3. You are absolutely right. The Zoodiac Bunny Blast that was targeted will remain in the graveyard and won't be attached. Feeling good about that one, buddy?
Not bad at all, man. Not too shabby. Haven't touched the lifeline yet, by the way. I don't think I've peeled any information out of you that you haven't given me, though.
Are you ready to get into question number 4?
Quattro, baby. Throw it up.
All right, let's run it with question number 4. So here you control a Zoodiac Trident and have a Zoodiac Ram as a material underneath it. You have Pianissimo in your hand, Zoodiac Whiptail, and Fire Formation Tanky. You're going to be activating your Pianissimo, your Tanky as Chainlink 1, activating Tanky as Chainlink 1, and then you're going to be chaining the effect of Pianissimo as Chainlink 2, targeting your Zoodiac Trident. And then, as Chainlink 3, you're going to be activating your Whiptail in order to attach it to your Trident. After this entire chain resolves, what will be the attack value of your Zoodiac Trident?
This guy's going to look mad silly. I think that is not the skillful play there. So Chainlink 3, the Whiptail goes under, and it puts it to whatever. It doesn't matter because Pianissimo's key text is it sets the original attack to 100. So Chainlink 2, the Pianissimo resolves, puts it to 100.
And then after that, Tanky will resolve as Chainlink 1. So here's the thing that we'll keep in mind. Tanky says the attack of all your Beast Warriors you control, they all gain 100 attack.
Okay. Now, the Tanky resolving is a continuous effect. I think it's going to apply no matter what at the end here, and it's going to boost that Trident up by 100. So I want to say it's at 200. This is all like really important stuff. Like you wouldn't think like those chain links and stuff mean much, but when you're going into Trident mirrors, which that's all this format was, every interaction like this actually means the world. Let me think here real quick. Go over Trident again.
Yes, sir.
Oh, Trident's original attack is 800 because it's Ram. Oh, I'm like still sure. No, I'm still sure it's 200. You know what? I'm going to go with my gut. I think everything that I described there, it makes like perfect sense to it.
We're going for 200. Is that your final answer?
I'm not confident in it, but I am going to lock it in.
All right, locking in 200 Gage. You're not confident in it, and unfortunately, you are incorrect.
I knew it wasn't right. I thought about it again, and I'm just like, this can't be it. Like,
you basically saw the pianissimo and was like, oh, it sets to a specific value, so we're just going to be freezing it to that. The difference, however, between the pianissimo and the example that we had before with the Borbow is that pianissimo sets the original attack to 100. The key word that you need to look at in Dryden's text is that it gains attack equal to the attack and defense of the Zoodiac materials attached to it, meaning that Zoodiac Dryden's original attack is question mark, and on the field that is an original attack of 0. So here it's at original attack 0, current attack 16 because of Ram and Whiptail, and the pianissimo just sets the original attack from 0 to 100, but it still has the boost from the Ram and the Whiptail because this specifically applies to the original attack and not the current attack. And then with the Tenki, as you figured it out, adds the extra 100 at the end. So the answer here is that the attack is 1800. Now you're getting into the second half of the quiz, which is typically where things get a little bit rougher. So we are getting into question number 5. Are you ready and confident that you can clutch it out in the end?
What? I can't be Paul anymore. Paul's got the highest. Who's behind me now? Assuming I miss no more on this test.
If you miss no more and you score a 6 out of 8, you beat out literally everyone else that took the quiz. No one scored a 6 out of 8. So
That's still pretty good. Put me on the next one.
All right, let's run it with question number 5. You control a Zoodiac Broad Bowl that has a Zoodiac Cataroost as material. Your opponent controls a Brave Eyes Pendulum Dragon.
Is this another stat notification? Bro, look at the first line of text. It's putting that thing to 0.
Oh, don't worry about it. 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 So here you have a Zoodiac Broad Bowl, and you want to be detaching your Cataroost in order to search your deck for a Beast Warrior type monster. Here, if you activate your Zoodiac Broad Bowl, detaching your Zoodiac Cataroost as material, how will the effect of Zoodiac Broad Bowl resolve?
Well, I mean, we set the president's last question that mysteries are 0. I knew that from the start, too. I guess it's just a matter of when does Broad Bull lose its attack. So it just goes to 0 once it detaches. Are you asking if it adds? It doesn't add.
I am asking you, how does the effect of Broad Bull resolve? Does it resolve successfully? Does it resolve negated?
Resolves negated. It goes down to 0 after detaching the card because it's a continuous keeping its stats. Its activated effect is detach to add. Why wouldn't that make sense? No, that's definitely right. Okay, so yeah, the effect resolves negated.
Final answer?
Final answer.
All right, Gage. We threw you for a loop on this one. The actual answer is that the effect will resolve successfully. And the reason why it will resolve successfully is because at the moment where you declare the effect of Zoodiac Broad Bowl, therefore, the moment in which the effect of Zoodiac Broad Bowl is activated, it is not yet a monster with 0 attack. So Brave Eyes Pendulum Dragon checks if the monster whose activated effect was on 0 attack when the effect was activated.
Is there an appeal? There's no way, bro. Like
this question is written word for word in the rulings database.
That is wild. What?
This question,
I can see where it makes sense too. I'm mad at myself because now that you explain it, I can see where it makes sense. 5 out of 8, baby. Let's do it, bro.
It's okay. We can still do 5 out of 8.
I'm angry.
All you gotta do.
Makes sense.
All you gotta do is clutch up the last 3 questions on the quiz. You still got 2 lifelines ready to help you out if you need them. Are you ready, Gage, to get into question number 6?
As ready as I will ever be, Kevin. Put it up.
All right, Gage. Let's run it with question number 6. Yes, you control a Zoodiac Dryden that has a Thoroughblade as material and a Bean Soldier. Your opponent controls a Cairn Gorgon Anti-Luminescent Knight, and you have My Body as a shield in your hand. Here, you're going to activate the effect of your Zoodiac Dryden, detaching a material in order to target your opponent's Cairn Gorgon. Your opponent is going to chain their own Cairn Gorgon, detaching a material in order to target your Bean Soldier. In this instance, are you allowed to chain My Body as a shield to your opponent's Cairn Gorgon Anti-Luminescent Knight?
What question is this, Kevin?
This is question number 6, Gage.
Okay, so I've got 2 more lifelines to use. I haven't used any of them. I guess I could start using them now. I'm so mad because this is, I think, what happened last time, too, is you get to the later stages and you start second-guessing everything you've done. Cairn Gorgon's effect is to redirect. Its effect in itself does not destroy a card on the field. My thought process would be you can't My Body it, but I gotta use it somehow. So, I don't want to use you yet. I'm gonna save you for the corner. Can I pull chat?
You want to pull chat? Sure
We'll
thing.
pull chat with a simple yes or no. Is
yes
my
or
body
no?
as? Are you going to be able to activate my body as a shield in response to Karen Gorgon?
Ladies and gentlemen of the Twitch chat, it is poll time. 1 for yes, 2 for no. Gage is asking you guys for help. 1.
Everybody says add an I don't know. Let me blow your mind. If you don't know, don't vote. Your vote does not matter to me.
All right. So currently, it is standing at really early on. We have 15% saying yes, you can. 85% saying no, you cannot.
Yeah. That's I mean, like, it seems so dummy easy, right? And I don't know how much of your chat are new players or how much, like, this 100%, you said this is like a scenario that would come up back in the day. And if I had Simo on a lifeline, bro, I'd give him a ring 100% because he knows this shit.
Oh, yeah, he would.
He would have
know
that
Simo
thing 100%.
I know Simo loved this format, so yeah.
Oh yeah, this is definitely one of our favorites for sure. We love this one. All right, well, 81% of us, that's including me, I'm the 1%, are gonna look mighty smart or mighty stupid right now. I'll go with what the chat says. You cannot chain Karen Gorgon.
Cannot chain the my body, you mean?
Yes.
Final answer?
Final answer. Lock it in.
Well, Gage, you and the chat are correct. The Karen Gorgon the my body as a shield, my bad, I made the same mistake as you. The my body as a shield cannot be chained to the Karen Gorgon, specifically for the same reason that you said. The effect of Karen Gorgon is not an effect that would destroy a monster on the field. It is an effect that would simply redirect another card's effect. You're currently at 3 for 6. 2 more questions to go. Let's run it with question number 7. So here you control Zoodiac Sign, the Zoodiac field spell that no one ever played. You also control a Zoodiac Bunny Blast, a Zoodiac Barrage, and have a Zoodiac Ram in your hand. So here what's going to happen is you're going to be activating the Zoodiac Barrage, targeting your Zoodiac Bunny Blast. You are then going to apply the effect of Zoodiac Sign to destroy the Zoodiac Ram from your hand instead of destroying that Zoodiac Bunny Blast. When the effect of Zoodiac Barrage fully resolves, will you be able to special summon a monster from your deck?
Oh, that's not at all where I thought this question was going. I'm gonna be straight up honest.
Where did you think it was going?
I thought you were gonna ask if you could like trigger Ram, and I'm gonna be like, no, idiot. Like, no, but like at a very basic level, you read the card and it says target the face-up, destroy, and if you do, you have to destroy the face-up card. Target a face-up card. No, Oh man, now that brings a whole nother thing. So targeting the face-up card's the cost, right? Destroy it, and if you destroy,
I will specify because people are going to be mad. Targeting is not a cost; it's an activation requirement. But you get the idea.
I don't even know what I would ask you directly to like help me out with this. That's the thing. That's the problem. Is like,
I mean, you can ask me about PSCT if you want. There's a nice little conjunction right there if that's something that you feel like you need a refresher on.
What, like, and if you do?
Yeah, maybe, if that's something you feel like would help.
I don't feel like I need you to refresh me on that. That's like, that is the easiest keyword of them all. I'm going to utilize the gut again. I'm going to save my lifeline for the very last question. I'll probably ask you anything at all, even just how your day is. But
okay.
I'm going to go with my gut for this. And Barrage with the basic conjunction of, and if you do, you have to send I'm talking myself out of this one, bro. You have no idea. I'm like literally in circles right now.
You have no idea how many people do that.
Gut answer says no, you cannot summon another Zoodiac monster from deck.
Is that your final answer?
Final answer, I'll lock it in.
Final answer, you cannot summon a monster from the deck. Gage, you are correct. You cannot summon a Zoodiac monster from the deck. Now, the reason why here, basically where I was trying to throw you off is like, well, obviously archetypal cards would freaking work together, right?
Yeah, like why would they design it that way? But no, I think a lot of things just aren't clear cut like that. And I know, I realize where it would make sense that Barrage wouldn't be able to use like that.
You were absolutely correct about the end if you do conjunction. You must successfully do A in order to successfully do B. And for that reason, it says destroy it. And if you do, special summon a Zoodiac from your deck, it being the monster you targeted, which was the Bunny Blast, which you didn't destroy. So if you do not destroy it, you do not do the second part of the effect. Therefore, you would not be able to use the second part of Barrage to summon from the deck. Gage, one final question stands between you and tying up with Mr. DZeef himself. Ready for the last one?
Let's do it.
Let's run it with question number 8. You control a Zoodiac Borbow that currently has 12 XYZ materials underneath it. Now, most people would not be aware of this, but Zoodiac Borbow does have an effect that states, When this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent while it has 12 or more materials, you can send as many cards as possible from your opponent's hand and field to the graveyard, then change this card to defense position. Here you're going to be going to battle phase and declaring a direct attack with Zoodiac Borbow. After you declare your direct attack and your opponent takes damage, can you activate the effect of Zoodiac Borbow? And if so, how does the effect resolve?
The first part of it's like super easy because I think, yes, you definitely 100% can activate Borbow because you're sending all the cards as effect, which under Macrocosmos you can totally do. I guess I have you for this last one. It makes sense to ask you for this.
You do have me.
I think I need to ask you about this juncture here. So the then change this card to defense position. Kevin,
yes.
Do I have to do A to do B there?
All right, I will. We are using the Ask a Judge lifeline, and I will tell you that with the then conjunction, you must successfully do A in order to then do B. If you do not successfully do A, you do not do B.
I think that answers my question.
Okay. Where are you going with this? What's your thought process? Talk to me.
I think you're obviously going to be able to attack with Borbow, and then its effect will activate. You'll be able to send everything. You banish everything because of Macrocosmos. But none of the cards were sent to the graveyard, so I don't think Borbow will switch to defense. I do think Borbow's effect totally activates legitly, though. 2 parts to the question. Answer number 1, yes, you can activate Borbow. How does the Borbow resolve? Everything will get banished from your opponent, and the card will not be switched to defense position.
Is that your final answer?
That is my final answer.
All right. Well, with utmost confidence, Gage, you're correct. The Zoodiac Borbow will banish all cards on your opponent's field and in their hand, and because no cards were sent to the graveyard, the Zoodiac Borbow's effect that changes it to defense will not be applied. Therefore, it will remain in attack position. Gage, a solid 5 out of 8 score to clutch it out in the end. Good job. You seem happy about that one. You seem proud.
Yeah, bro. Honestly, dude, things seemed really bleak with the first question. I was like, I don't remember as much as I thought I did. And like you said, these are common scenarios, and they are. I have no defense for that. Like they're genuinely something like I should know. I think I have pretty good foundational knowledge about the game, and I think that's really like besides stat modification. Like I said, I think that's allowed me to get most of my answers correct.
All right. Well, congratulations for a 5 out of 8 to everyone at home. I hope you guys enjoyed, and let me know in the comment section below who you guys want to see on a later edition of the Yugituber ruling quiz, and with what deck. Tell me the content creators you guys want to see. But with that being said, I'll see all of you guys in the next video. Have a good one, guys. Peace.